Welcome back, folks, and we got a new replay subscriber from LBeast03 from D-Sky Team, Wisconsin, Musashi, Iowa, Kearsarge, Dmitry Donskoy, and Brest. Now, he does have Shajing Bing on there. As you can see by the pendant right there, the one with the red and the yellow, 5%, or sorry, I believe 6 torpedo hits. It gives a 5% increase to speed. $1.5 million potential gives it a 7.5 decrease to consumables. Both very achievable, but also very difficult because you're putting your ship in a very tough spot. And you really don't want to put the Jinan in that position. Looks like he does get a fire on the Clausewitz and the DCPs. Brest is taking most of the fire, and Brest does have 60-second fire, so it will take the damage. Or it'll take 60-second fires. So against that kind of fire, he's not going to live. We can see by his health bar, he's doing good so far, but we do see that it takes a pretty good hit, and it's just plummeting at this point. It's going down. He's dead. He gets a fire on the bow. He's going to get one right there in the middle, and he's aiming right for that superstructure. That's where the third fire would be, and then you have that very tail end, which would where the fourth fire would be. So he's aiming for the right spot. He's trying to get it, but Musashi comes in and nukes it off. I think he had about 3 or 4 fires on it. Brest is gone. He's going for the DDs though. Again, like 3K to DDs is like, or 8K to DDs is like 10K to a battleship. So the more DDs you hit, the more XP you're going to get. Donskoy, the only radar ship, is getting, well, burned alive. And there's still a Haragumo in there. I believe he's dead. Now he pops the radar. Why did you wait so long to pop the radar? So we're not even 3 minutes in, and we've already lost 2 ships. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Never a good sign. Fortunately, our little Mata here from Aslan lets us know what's coming in. We have the Kitakaze, and then we've got, well, we know we have the 2 Yoshinos, that's for sure. I don't know about that Kitakaze one, though. That one does confuse me at times. But let's see what super ship comes up. So that's going to be the main thing. DD, what do we have? What do we got? Satsuma, and it's a torpedo Satsuma. Oh, so great for Mr. Beast here. Now his detection, it does look like it's what, 5.9 it looks like? That's not a lot of, ability. Now, launch both sets off, pop a reload booster, pop more torps off. That's how you do it. If all those torps hit, that will be 1 dead Satsuma. Now he's turning again. He's going back in. Now that is difficult. That is scary. Now he's popping the heel or not popping the heel, but he's popping the smoke to try to live. Because he knows he can't survive. He's hoping if he can get this Azuma out, then he can pop the second rack right on top of that other Azuma. Yep, there goes the torp speed. And he gets his torpedo reload booster cooldown. That should be, yep, there's a dead Satsuma. I knew that would be a dead Satsuma. He pops his torps on the other Azuma and then starts farming this one. It has DCP'd its flood, so anything that will stick is basically good. Smart, he's backing up, so he has more room to maneuver. He knows he's safe now, he can go forward. Oh, and it drops a reload booster right in front of him. Now, that should be a dead Azuma. Oh yeah, that's totally gonna be a dead Azuma. It's gonna miss the first ones, but it's gonna hit right in the middle, which is where the bulk of them are. Yep. 16 torps, and he picks up his array. Almost, and we're not even 5 minutes in, and he's already got almost 500,000. See, when you get these kind of players, this is what I love replay, showing. This is what I love showing. Big damage game, but also very aggressive games. And it's just fun. Now, he should be able to pick up that kill. If the fire doesn't get it. Nope, Iowa snags it. I'm going to be curious. I'm going to be very interested to see how he handles the ports. That's going to be the interesting part. If there isn't a Satsuma, then he can be a little bit more aggressive, but he can't use his smoke as long as there's a Satsuma in the port. Unfortunately, they say both regiments, so we're going at least 5 stars now. One of the battleships. Oh, that could be bad. Just remember, these guys do spawn with their torps loaded. They will torp you. It's why I never come up here and try to do this as much anymore. He's winning the health trade, though. He's winning the health trade, though. And he basically has the reload of these DDs. So he's probably... Now, this is a... Good. Very good. He's doing what any good ops player would do. You don't turn into the ship. You turn away from the ship. You can come up here, but then you got to turn away, because if you go into that ship, those torps are coming out. So he's limiting the amount of torps that can be shot at him. So he did that textbook perfect. Perfect. I have no criticism on that. That was absolutely textbook perfect. And the only reason I point that out is because you guys... Actually, no, I don't think you guys actually saw that one yet. No, this video was actually scheduled for later, which was the... Ohio with a Zao getting torped by turning in. Now, it is a torpedo reload Satsuma. If he can do the same thing again, that's going to be one dead Satsuma. That will put him that'll put him at 7 and at almost 2/3 of a, 3/4 of a million. But it is difficult because it is a super ship and it's a flagship. So guess what spawns? Motorboats. So he has to worry about the motorboats also. And this is what the Jinan excels at doing, is just dropping torp. He's being pretty good at it, though. I mean, let's be honest. If I was in his spot, Beast's spot, I would probably land only about half my torps. But like you guys hear me say, you throw enough shit at the wall and you're going to hit something. Now he's detected. The only thing that can be detecting him is the motorboats. Or the planes. Most likely the motorboats, though. That is a lot of torps. I think that's going to be a dead Satsuma. Yep. There's the motorboats. I'm not worried about the planes because he has defensive fire, and Jinan is just a massive. Like, look at that. It's a dead Satsuma. That thing's dead. If it doesn't get hit by, if it doesn't die from that first set, it's gonna die from the second set. Yeah. Oh, that is well over 3/4 of a million. So he is well within his ability to get a million damage. He has the ability to. It just depends on how he gets these next 2 salvos. He's still got 2 minutes before his next reload booster, but he's got 30 seconds and basically less than a minute on his next torp salvos. So absolutely possible. And I believe he gets 13.5 kilometers. Yes, 13.5 kilometer U-gang torps. But the fact that he's nuked 2 Satsumas out is significant. That makes the op significantly. And it does look like his team is sniping the southern aerodrome. Even though they have the pushing power, they still have all those battleships. That is more than enough pushing power to push the port. More than enough. Especially with a Wisconsin and an Iowa and a Kearsarge with 16-inch guns. Like, these ships can nuke these cruisers off the map. The only thing they have to be really worried about is the DDs, and that's literally it. I don't know if he'll get a million damage, but he is going to get a buttload of base XP. He's killed motorboats, he's killed DD. Actually, I don't think he's killed any motorboats, but he killed a lot of DDs and a lot of those damages from those 2 Satsumas. That's a lot of damage sitting there. That was probably about, like, what, 600k from those 2 Satsumas? Yeah, he's literally 91,000 from getting a million damage. And the good news is, his team can't shoot that other... Oh, wait. Oh, they actually blew up the northern air... Oh, wow. Okay, so they actually can snipe that one. Which is unfortunate. I was actually hoping they would snipe that one on the 4 line, or A4, and the one on C1 would be safe. Oh, come on, don't steal the kill. I think he's gonna get some torpedoes on that Yoshino, though. Looks like 2. He's 30,000 from a million damage. Can he get it? He gets a fire. Unfortunately, they're Clausewitches. They're a bitch to torp. And I know because I've been trying to torp those things and they're a bitch to torp. He's got the damage though. He has the damage in front of him to get it. More than likely, he has that ability to. Oh yeah, he's cracking a million damage. Yeah, he's cracking a million. There's the million. Well done, Beast. Well done. Well done. Well earned. Some may think it's easy to get a million damage, but it's actually pretty difficult. You've got to be on the target. You've got to hit the target. You've got to know. You basically to say only a select number of players can join the million damage club. because you have to have either a massive carry or you've got to know what you're doing. And to do it in a Jinan is even 10 times more impressive. And he will get a torpedo on that Clausewitz. Oh, damn. Beached on the wreck, and it was literally so close to taking a torp. Now another 600,000 potential, and you would have had a consumable cooldown. But again, that is a situation you don't want to find your Pan-Asian cruiser in. That's the one situation you don't want to find yourself in. Now he picks up another kill. He's at 10 kills. Can he get the 6,000 to crack a million and 100,000? I mean, why am I even saying that? He's gonna get it. Well, for first off, Beast, you've done better than any of my million damage games, that's for sure. Although also considering you actually still have a team. Most of the time I've had to do a million damage, I haven't had a team. Except for that one time, that first time though. Well done, well done. That was a, whew. Look at that folks. Almost 2 million credits, 1,000 target hits, 1,800 in ship XP, 23K in free XP, with a Ray, C-Star, major contribution, and assistant, 10 kills, and over 1 million damage. That's insane. And then looking at the team, 5,259 base XP. That's insane. That's an insane number. The highest I've gotten was like 4,500. And that's this thing about it, is that these numbers can go so high, it's ridiculous. Like we know we can go, we know we can go to 4,000. We know we can go above 4,500. We know that, but to see it go to 5,000 is rare. That's a damn good game. 300 on the first Satsuma, 219 on the second Satsuma. And then we just kind of scroll. You look at all the DDs he's damaged. That in itself is major XP. Plus, you're looking at the Clauswitzes. Where was the first one? I guess there was only one. Well, there's that first one that he got. And that was 109. That was almost 110,000 right out of the gate. And like, just the amount of damage. Now, when we look at what he took, he did a remarkable job of minimizing what he actually took as damage. He fired over 2,000 shells, and he had about a 50% hit ratio. Ton of torps, but you see that out of those 31, plus the document he would have had on for probably damage-wise, I don't know if it was battleship or cruiser, but just those 31 torps did 500,000. And then you look at over almost 400K in main battery, and then the rest came from just damage over time. Alpha strike, then damage over time. It's just insane. He still makes almost a million and a half credits, and that was I think that's a blue booster, right? Yeah, that is a blue booster. And I think he's running a green booster. Yeah, he's running a green booster. So that was with a green booster. Imagine with a blue booster, what that would have been. In a red booster, I don't even know. That might have been at least 50K, probably. 50K, probably in free XP. So a significant amount, maybe even more. I have no idea how much that would have been, honestly. I know it would have been at least 40K in free XP. So it's just insane. Yeah, great game, Beast. Great game. I look forward to seeing more of your replays, for sure.